Welcome to the Castro Valley Compass, navigating your week through Castro Valley. Brought to you by the Castro Valley School of Music. We bring music to life. For information about private and group music lessons, call 510-397-0721 or visit us at cvsom.com. And now, here's your host of the Castro Valley Compass, Shane Sharkey.
Hello and welcome to the Castro Valley Compass. I'm your host, Shane Sharkey, and on today's episode, we will be visiting with Janella Anguiano of the Castro Valley Eden Area Chamber of Commerce. We'll have another episode of the Chamber Chat, where Janella brings in one of the board members of the Chamber, and today she's brought in Randy Vanderbilt, who's not only on the Castro Valley Eden Area Chamber of Commerce board, but he is also part of the Castro Valley Rotary Club. And Randy's got all kinds of interesting things to talk to us about the history of Castro Valley, a museum that he's helping to get started to display a lot of the memorabilia from the history of Castro Valley. And we'll also be talking about the Taste of Castro Valley event coming up this Wednesday, where if you'd like to learn more about our local eateries, then you can literally have a taste of Castro Valley. We'll have information about that event as well as how you can get tickets to be involved. And Janelle is also going to talk about the coming up Fall Festival. I think it's 50-something. I should know this. 52nd or 53rd, maybe even 54th Fall Festival coming up. So stick around. You'll want to learn all about that as well as some other interesting things we'll talk about here on the Castro Valley Compass Chamber Chat. All right. Well, hey, welcome back to another episode of the Chamber Chat here on the Castro Valley Compass. You know, before we get started, Janella, I just wanted to mention that it was a year ago we sat in this room and talked about the Fall Festival for the very first time having you on the Compass podcast.
Holy moly, time flies when you're having fun.
That's true. Well, to think of how we've come, like I remember looking at the video of that and just like seeing the imperfections, so to speak. And
Totally.
It's kind of funny to see how things have progressed, and I'm sure we'll keep getting better and better. But so thank you for having been a guest all those months ago. And
thanks for having us.
Yeah,
the Chamber
no
loves it. So that's really cool.
That's great. And I'm very excited that we've got Randy in here as well.
Randy Vanderbilt,
yes,
one of our faves in this community.
Definitely. Looking forward to learn all about your role at the Chamber and also at Rotary and all the things that you do around town to keep.
Look forward to sharing that.
Definitely. And before we get started, though, Janella, we've got a big thing coming up. Maybe we can
full circle. You said it's been a year, and well, that's what's coming up next, the Fall Festival.
Yeah.
So that's September 6th and 7th. So that's coming up just a month away. So we're super excited about that. And it's always a blast. We always have about 50,000 visitors come to the Fall Festival, a 2-day event, free event for families. So we want to make sure people come down, have a great time, bring their families. It's sold out. It is completely, There's a waiting list. It's always a great time. So make sure you come to the Fall Festival.
Definitely.
September 6th and 7th.
I'm excited. The school has a youth rock band playing, and they're actually including some Black Sabbath, tribute to Ozzy. You mentioned there was going to be, was it an Ozzy tribute band that's going to play? Or?
That's what I've heard. Okay. I don't know who it is, but I'm sure it's on our website. I'm sure we can get that information and get it posted too.
Cool.
But we usually do have all that stuff out there.
Excellent. Is there anything different about this Fall Festival, or is it just going to be the big shindig that it always is?
Oh, it's going to be the big shindig that it always is. It's always rocking. It's always a great time.
It's cool to see the people that you may hear about from time to time around the town, and then to see people all come together as one big party. It's
to
cool.
See the streets just filled with people. It just makes me so happy.
Yeah.
Our community comes out. They show out.
And there's a lot of cool like crafts and vendors and all that sort of stuff that, honestly, what I've started doing is buying my Christmas presents at the Fall Festival.
Oh, I love that.
Great idea.
Yeah, get a little head start on that because there's so much cool stuff out there.
Plant that seed. I love that. We have pony rides. There's stuff for the kids. It's a great time. It's a great time to bring your family out and just enjoy the great outdoors. It's just a great time to be outside.
And some of the things, I'm sorry, Randy, some of the things I've seen as having the school band out there, we see these different businesses that I didn't know existed here, like belly dancing. There's all kinds of like, wow, that's here in Castro Valley. I mean, there's cool like performances, dancers, all kinds of stuff that I really didn't know existed here, but then to see all these performances, the bands and the other businesses come out, it's really cool to see them represent here in Castro Valley.
Yep, it's an awesome event. It's been going on for years.
53rd.
It gets bigger and better every year, and usually the weather's outstanding. The food's good, and I like your idea of shopping for Christmas. I love shopping local, supporting the arts. along that same line, I often buy tickets to the Center for the Arts performances and give those out at Christmas time and stuff too.
That's a great idea.
Just
That
to
is
support
really
that
cool.
and stuff too. So
Definitely. Yep.
And a lot of people think that the Fall Festival might take away from the local businesses on the streets, but it actually gives them a lot more exposure and business. Some of them say they have their highest sales during that weekend. So
I'll bet.
it's great for the whole community.
Well, just the amount of foot traffic is
Exactly.
insane.
Yeah.
That's
yeah,
great.
and if they participate, it's even better,
Oh,
right?
absolutely.
And get out there and be part of it, right?
I think sometimes they're so busy with trying to stay with the business, they don't realize, oh, shoot, it's already time to sign up. And then they miss the boat. Some of them are like, what do you mean it's already sold out? So,
Yeah.
they just have to get out there and be a part of it and just get on the street and go talk to people.
Definitely. Well, Randy.
Yes, let's
learn
get
about-
into it.
Yeah. So you're a board member of the chamber?
Yeah, I've been a board member for a couple of years now and been with the chamber for a long time. But recently I just retired, so
Okay.
I'm still hanging with the chamber. It's just because I love them
It's
and
great. It's
I love
great.
this gal and the
Hey.
whole group down there has been wonderful to work with. And it's they're doing an amazing amount of things and growing like
Big
crazy
time.
too. It's
Yeah.
just it's fantastic.
Yep, our goal's 500 members, so
Ooh.
we're still we're climbing up there. I think we're almost at 450. I think maybe getting close to that.
That's great.
So
Well, we got a few months left.
yeah, so we got to push
But-
hard for that.
Yeah.
But let's hear about what you're doing.
Okay. A little about me. I'm born and raised in Castro Valley, and my families go back to the late 30s, early 40s. And my dad and uncles and mom all graduated at Castro Valley. My mom was the first graduating class,
Oh, really?
1958.
Wow.
Cool.
Yeah, the funny thing is my dad says he was the first graduating class because he went to night school and actually graduated, I think, the week or two or months before
Cheater.
she did. So,
That's funny.
yeah. So I have a lot of history in Castro Valley. Been with the Rotary Club for about 20 years, was the president there. We do a lot of great things. I'm still the treasurer there right now.
Okay.
We have our restaurant walk coming up, or a Taste
Oh,
of
that's
Castro Valley, which
exciting.
we've
I can't
rebranded it.
wait.
And that's turned into a huge event. It's
One of
been-
my faves.
Yeah, it's so much fun.
What's the
and,
date for that?
August 13th.
Coming
And you
up.
got to get your tickets because it will sell out. So everybody needs to get on
my
there
gosh,
and
I'll
get
get
their
mine
tickets
today.
for that.
Oh,
Okay.
boy.
Where do you get the tickets for that?
There's a QR code on.
Oh, I
Let's
was like, I
see.
have one in my.
Actually, I
Okay,
brought
bring
one.
it. Oh, you
I don't know if you
did.
can put that on your.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I'll put that up.
Put
Yeah,
that
thank
up
you.
on your website. You just go to the QR code and you can buy some tickets there.
Great.
But we got a lot more restaurants participating. You get a taste. You go around, taste it. It's good for them, and it's great for us. And it's a huge social event for the community.
Oh,
It's really
a
fun.
blast.
Yeah, a lot of people are professionals at it. They'll bring their boxes and they'll go around and collect the foods they want, and then go sit down somewhere or something. You know?
You're genuinely full by the time you're done, and you
Oh,
sometimes
it's way
have
more
to skip
food.
out.
Way more food than you can eat.
Is it so you're getting little samples? Is that
Yeah.
the idea?
Yeah.
Okay, and you get to actually visit with the business people and
Yeah.
like I was at Beard Papa's yesterday getting some cream puffs, of course, and
Oh,
I saw
yeah.
the Rotary sign there for the.
Oh yeah, Ye's in our Rotary Club
Yep.
and Chamber, and she's a huge part of that
She's
as well.
amazing.
Yeah. Well, and not to mention the cream puffs.
Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Eating them last night with my daughters. The frozen mango, the
Oh,
peach
yeah.
passion, and the
It's
chocolate, of
my
course.
daughter's
Yeah.
favorite spot. Believe me.
Uh,
When the banana cream comes back out, you have to
Mm.
try that one because that one, it took the place of my churro fave.
Is that right? Well,
Anyway, we got the restaurant, that Taste of Castro Valley, coming up, and the Rotary Club does. I'm the chairman for the Rotary Club's barbecue axe and brew out in the
Okay.
out at the Row Ranch Rodeo Grounds, which kicks off the Row Ranch Rodeo Week.
mhm.
It's Friday night. I don't remember what it is coming up this year, or next year, but it's a lot of fun. We've done it 3 years now, and it's been growing every year and getting better. And I think
And
people
Canyon
are finding
Barbecue's
out.
been doing the food there too,
And
right?
Canyon Barbecue is a great
Incredible.
partner.
Mhm.
That's they come out and supply all of our food for the event. So everything we sell there is profit for us.
It's incredible.
They've done that for 3 years in a row. got a live band, and a professional company comes out with 6 different targets, and people come out and you sign up for teams, or they can just come out and throw for fun.
So can businesses come out and become a team?
I was just going to say, it's
Absolutely,
funny. I
they
just heard
do.
someone the other day talking about the rivalry and saying, "Oh, they beat me all the time," and it was Intero
Yeah.
was saying one other team beat them every time, or vice versa. But they were just talking about that at the last mixer. How much fun they have at the Accent booth.
They did, and the first team that won was Pete's Hardware. The second team was Brian Morrison's team, and then last year was Matt Wilhite's team.
There you go,
Okay.
Intero. That's
Yeah.
right.
And so, yes, local businesses sign up. We had 30 teams last year compete. Something new I'm going to do this year that I meant to do last year, I just forgot, was to have an individual award for the highest individual score.
Oh, that's
And
a good one.
it's easily integrated into it because you don't have to throw separately. You still just take their individual
Right.
score. So anyway, we're going to do
That's
that
a cool
next year. That'll be
one.
fun. And
How many
like
people on
it.
a team?
4 on a team. It's
Four.
$150 is what we charge to be on a team. And then there's a plaque at Canyons. You go to Canyons Barbecue and go inside. We have a huge, nice plaque with the team names on
Oh,
it
that's
that won.
really
So,
cool.
Huh.
yeah. So
And when is that again? That starts off
that's
the
the
rodeo week?
Friday before the rodeo week. Yeah.
Okay. And
Is that in May? That's in May, right? It was
yeah,
May
it's
10th
usually
one year.
it's like the second Friday in May, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
And you got to sign up early, I'm sure, to get in there.
Yeah.
Okay.
We sold out of all of our teams last year with 30 teams. It was great.
Wow. I'm gonna have to get on that.
Yeah,
That
please
sounds
Oh,
do.
fun.
you have to come.
Yeah.
It's so much fun.
So that's what I chair with the Rotary, but the Rotary Club does all kinds of amazing things and projects, and the Taste of Castro Valley was one of them. But anyway, we're involved with a lot of things with the community. But another thing I do, I'm the president of the Castro Valley History Museum organization.
Oh, wow.
And we just started this up about 8 months ago, or I'd say, or so. And we've, of course, it takes time to build up and do things.
Sure.
But we were involved with the History Festival parade that we didn't put it on. A lot of people think we did. Actually, the rodeo and Mel Speed put that on, but we had a large presence there. And we introduced ourselves to the community. It was great.
Some early exposure.
Yeah, it was great. And
Totally.
and we've already have our 501c3. We don't have a museum spot yet, but we're working on different places. And in the meantime, we're going to do a lot of other things. We're actually going to do a pop-up museum type thing at the Adobe Center in October, November. One of the main reasons for that is we bring all the third grade classes from all the schools. Will come through there. We're going to do a class. They'll go through the museum, and they'll do about an hour and a half class there, and they'll bring them in buses and stuff. And so we get to educate all the kids on the history of Castro Valley.
Very
We
cool.
we are going to do a history walk in Castro Valley where we're going to do plaques around town, and we're with a QR code. And
They have
you-
that in downtown Benicia, and I thought that was so
you know what? A lot
cool.
of cities have that, and
That's
I've been
so,
looking
so
into the
cool.
different plaques and
Yeah.
different things to get, and it might be a brass plaque, it might be an
Yep.
enamel painted plaque. I'm not sure, but we're working on that. We have a board meeting every month, and we're making a lot of progress on that. We've got a website that's being developed. It's about be ready to go in a couple weeks, probably be live. We'll be continuing to build on that.
How are you gathering your historical facts? I mean, are you doing any outreach to see if people have any stories they can share, or like a?
Well, we already have a built. Our Lucille Lorge is our local historian.
Mhm.
Oh, nice.
She has a huge collection. She's 95 now.
Oh,
She's
I
been
love
collecting
that.
history forever. This organization is mainly surrounded around her and her collection.
Aw.
So one of the other things we're doing is actually bought a professional software to archive her
Oh,
records and all her
nice.
documents and everything.
Preserve it nicely.
And preserve it.
Oh,
And
I
I'm
love
trying
it.
to get I've been working with the Cal State East Bay, hopefully to get some interns to help us with that. But we've got a professional
Oh, very
program to
cool.
archive it all. So, so she can feel that her stuff is being protected and
Oh, absolutely.
always worried about what's going to happen to my stuff, And so we're going to put it on the website too, where people can come in and they could type in a name. You could type in Stanton, you could type in Strobridge, you could type in A.B. Morris or Pete Selmeski, and any historic document that we scan that has their information or name on it, it'll take you to those pages and people will be able to search it.
That's cool.
So anyway, that all being said, it's just we're doing a lot at the same time. Building up that organization until we can finally have a museum somewhere.
What's your favorite historical fun fact? Like, what's something that you thought was so cool that?
Oh, you put me on the spot for a
sorry.
fun fact.
Well, just something cool. I mean, I thought it was cool about the safe under the dragons.
Safe under the dragons, a fun
I didn't know Lassie
fact,
was originally from the original Lassie was from here.
That's a good
Stuff
one.
like that's really cool.
Yeah, those are definitely fun facts.
What's the founder of Castro Valley? What's his first name?
Don Guillermo?
Don Guillermo
It's
Castro.
Guillermo. Don is
Castro.
just
Don
like a
is
Don.
his surname.
Oh, I
Yeah,
see.
surname, exactly.
Those are all good. One of the things I'm working on now is another thing. I've just recently been working. I went to the MAC board meeting a couple of times. I've been meeting with the fire person in charge of the new fire stations being built, and the art commission, I guess, has funds to do artwork, and we were hoping to incorporate a historic art rendering on the new buildings at the fire department and stuff. So anyway, I've had a few meetings with them, and I'm hoping that by the time it's all said and done, what I really wanted them to do is not just have the old fire station as part of their art or presentation of the building, but is to there's a picture of the old original fire department. Fire that started, and I told them I considered them the founding fathers of our town. I mean, you have A.B. Morris, who was our school superintendent, that basically set up our whole school system here, where our schools are located and all that stuff. We have Pete Selmeski, who has the oldest business in town, Pete's Hardware.
100-year anniversary coming
up. 100-year anniversary.
Amazing.
Yeah,
they
I can't wait.
That's
going to be fun. I'm sure we'll be involved in helping them with that.
I'm 100% sure we will be.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Anyway, there's a whole bunch of other everybody on that picture is basically their streets named after them here.
That's
it's all
cool.
when we just started booming as a town. So anyway.
That's really, really cool.
Yeah. Anyway, very cool.
Well, we definitely have a lot of stuff from our fall festival. I think a 1973 poster that hopefully we can donate. I mean, stuff like that. All the glasses. I mean, if there could be a little small chamber section in the historical museum. Cool.
Yeah, exactly.
I have a lot of original stuff that I only put out once a year.
Yeah.
But it'd be cool to have it out.
It would be.
All the time.
When you help me find a museum location, we will build you a spot for that.
I'm on it.
When you think about some of the people that have come through Castro Valley and have gone to some level of fame, I think about Cliff Burton as being one of the biggest that I, growing up as a rock and roll fan, heavy metal fan. I remember playing Frisbee in front of my house in Colorado Springs, listening to Metallica, and then I moved here and realized that, oh my God, that dude was from here. And not only was he from here, he's the reason Metallica is a Bay Area band, because
he lived right off of World Center, right? Wasn't he somewhere close by?
Yeah, Gem, I think.
Gem, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
But I mean, is stuff like that going to be in the museum?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, eventually. I mean, I don't know how much we have a collection on Cliff, but one of our board members I know is a big fan of him, Robert Sousa.
Oh, yeah.
He's
cool.
always
So cool.
celebrating him. So that's a great idea to have that.
Too.
That's you have old history, and then you have kind of more of a modern history take on things,
Right.
and so it's a little different spin you have, but you definitely need a place for that. For him and for others, other people.
Well, speaking of Robert, he was the one that was responsible for getting Cliff Burton Day acknowledged here in Castro Valley, and he was nice enough
He's
to
such a cool guy.
connect with me when we had the school up on the location up on Grove and East Castro Valley Center in East Castro Valley Boulevard, where we were able to have the first Cliff Burton Day celebration, and we made some announcements on social media, and about 2 hours before the event happened, I got some calls from some neighbors, and they were saying, we're calling the cops if things get out of hand over there. And I was like, why don't you come over and talk to me? Like, I'm a nice person. And it was funny because I thought, well, that's crazy. I didn't realize how much word had spread. We start the event, there's standing room only, people out the door, and the cops come walking in the front door with some firemen. And I kind of was like, oh my God, are we getting complaints already? Because it was a relatively chill event. And I said, is everything okay? They're like, yeah.
We just want to be here.
Yeah, they're like, we're fans of Metallica. Like,
I love that story.
That's
It's so cool.
Yeah, like that event. And then later, as the sort of the week progressed, we started getting people on Facebook from Portugal from Spain, from places in Europe that were like, we love
Huge
Cliff.
followings.
Yeah, it's like,
oh
man,
man, that's
Castro
awesome.
Valley has a reach that is beyond what I had anticipated, for sure.
Cool place
Yeah.
to be. That's for sure.
It is. We have quite a town. One of the things that I love about Castro Valley, and I've started a list. I got 100 lists long of things why people should love Castro Valley. But one of them is that as big as we are, and almost 70,000 people, there's only a one-person separation between any of us. We all know somebody that knows somebody.
Oh, right.
Yep.
You know,
Very
and
true.
it's amazing. Actually, it's
You hear it's a small world a lot of times. Oh man, you
Yeah.
know that person. What
You
a
could talk to
small
somebody
world.
for 10 minutes and find out that you have like 6 mutual friends. You
Big
know?
time.
Yeah, that's pretty remarkable for the size town we are.
Especially being in the middle of the Bay Area, it's such a robust community all around. But to be able to have this kind of small town vibe right here, and we're sort of geographically isolated in a way that kind of keeps it that way, with all the beautiful wildlife around that's been designated no development and that sort of thing, and you can walk for 10 minutes and be by Lake Chabot or wherever. I mean, out in Cold Canyon.
Yeah, it's
Mm.
amazing all the open space we have around our town
Trails.
and our
We have
own
so many
private
trails.
valley.
We run the trails. It's so cool.
In fact,
Yep.
I like to just get marketing Castro Valley. I like to say that Lake Chabot is the that's the gateway to the East Bay Park system, and Castro Valley is the entrance.
Yeah.
Ah, I
And
like that.
so I kind of
I
feel
love
way.
that.
Yeah.
Can we put that on a poster? I mean, I kind of want to tie in with BART and have ads on the BART stations, because we have Castro Valley BART right here, which is walking distance to all of our shops, the marketplace, just the boulevard. I mean, it's such a great location. You just go down Willbeam and you're at all of our shopping centers.
Yeah,
The
I
village,
remember when they
everything.
put it in, and I was a little concerned about what this location and what it was going to do to our downtown, but I've learned to love it. It's been a great benefit to Castro Valley to
It
have
is.
it right
It has,
there, and
yeah.
I use it a lot.
But people
too.
don't realize just one little stop and they can be at a bunch of amazing shops
Yep.
and restaurants. And
Well, not only that, but I mean, I'm a mountain biker, and to bike around Lake Chabot, that's some of the greatest trails. I mean, to be so close to home, I mean, it's challenging stuff, both uphill and downhill, and such beauty. I mean, it's crazy good views when you get to the top of the hills over there.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
Yeah, I did a
really-
lot of hiking up there during COVID. We got
Oh,
out with
so
my
did
friend and I, just go
we.
out to some of the trails. In
we
fact,
did too.
I learned that the East Bay Park has a lot of trails, but it backs up to the East Bay Muds property too,
Mhm.
which owns probably even more property than the Parks District maybe,
Hmm.
and you can hike on that land too. You have
Yep.
to stay on the trails, of course, and all that kind
There's
of stuff.
so much
but
nature out
there's
there,
a
and we saw
lot to be
owls
seen.
and deer. I mean, it's just so beautiful.
Somebody hipped me to the Dinosaur Rock a few years back. Do you know where that is? It's
I've heard of it, and I
It's
don't know.
Chris
what
Carr actually hit me to this place. His kids
Oh.
used to go to school here, and
Yeah.
at the top of Columbia, there's a little in between two houses. There's like a gate and some horse entrances, and you walk up there, and it's about a 20 or 30-minute hike, and there's this row of rocks that looks like the back of a dinosaur. It's just like pointed rocks up.
Oh,
and
how
like
fun.
he said, just keep going. You'll see it. You'll know it when you see it. And I hike up there. It's such a beautiful view up there. I mean, you're in the middle of nowhere is what it looks like, but it's like you can
Yeah, I know
see-
the trail. It's within this Columbia subdivision up at the top.
Yep.
So not too many people go up there, but it's
Exactly.
a really nice hike.
Yeah, it's a beautiful. I mean, I'm sure there's other things like that I've never
There's
even
definitely
seen.
a lot of hidden gems in Castro Valley.
Yeah,
Get
that's-
out and explore.
Speaking of which, we should do a segment on the podcast called "Hidden Gems of Castro
Oh,
Valley."
that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Trails and
just
That
get,
would
places
be fun.
to see.
get people to
views.
write in and share their knowledge.
Experiences and knowledge and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally. I would love that.
Yeah.
The other place I've never gone, or one of the places I've never gone, is the reservoir, and it's right at the bottom of Columbia. I live up on Columbia, but I see the lines of cars
Coal
all
Canyon?
parked there. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
the beach there and everything. I've got to
Oh,
go
yeah.
check that out.
So it's a wonderful spot.
It
I used to
is.
swim there when I was a kid,
Yeah,
and it's kind of like you said, it's a hidden gem because
Mhm.
a lot of people haven't been there. But
Right.
if you go there and see it, it's an amazing location.
You can barbecue, have parties. That's where my sons, they do summer school, and that's where they have their last
Okay.
hoorah.
So it was one of the places I've actually visited with the East Bay Park people and other people to think about an event there. I would love to do an event. In fact, I'm always thinking about these things. So, and you might be interested in this one. I already have the name for it. It's Rock on the Water because
That's
there's a lake there
cool.
that they do, but it's busy all summer long.
right.
You'd have to do it exactly almost this time when they're done they're not open anymore,
Mm-hmm.
but before they drain the lake, because they fill it and they drain it
Oh, I didn't
every year.
realize that.
And there's like a 1 week period where you could actually go in there and do a nice event with the lake in the background. And,
Oh, that's kind of cool.
they have all the facilities you need for doing something nice. And just imagine the band down there by the water on the beach,
Mm-hmm.
and it's downsloping so people can see it.
Right.
So, anyway.
That sounds great.
That would be
Definitely
amazing.
Let me know. I'd
He
love to
just
help
put it
you
in the
that.
universe. He just threw it out there. It's going to happen one day.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's really cool.
Yeah, learn something
like
new
it.
about Castro Valley
Yeah.
on an almost
Go
daily
check
basis.
it out.
Yeah.
Check it out.
When do they close? Do you know?
I think it's like Labor Day. I think
Okay.
it goes to
I'm not sure.
Labor Day, I think.
Like Memorial to Labor Day or
Yeah,
something like
something like that. Yeah.
that? Okay.
Yep.
Cool.
But awesome.
Well, one question I had that I don't know if you guys want to go into this. I'm curious, the Chamber versus the Rotary Club. Would there be like a big difference? I know they're both very community oriented. The Chamber's really about business. The Rotary Club has maybe more of a, I don't know, historical vibe, or how would you just define the difference between
That's
the
a good
two?
question for Randy.
Well, actually, it's not a one versus the other.
Yeah, there's definitely no competition.
No,
there.
it's
Yeah.
more
It's
of
all
we
supportive.
help each other out. In fact, I think that a long time ago, somebody told me when I was just going into business, Darrell Lavin actually said this, and he said, if you want to succeed in Castro Valley in a business, you better belong to both the Chamber and the Rotary Club.
Hmm.
And particularly here in Castro Valley, it's the networking that you get from both of those and is very cool. Now they do have different goals. Rotary Club is the service club. We have all kinds of things that we do, projects and stuff within Castro Valley and grants for scholarships and all kinds of amazing things. But we also are a group of business people.
Mm-hmm.
And I think everybody that's at Rotary should belong to the Chamber.
And also support the community in a huge way. like
Exactly.
the Chamber does.
And so when we have events and they have events, we're often helping them. And when we have an event, the Chamber's helping us. So it's a very symbiotic relationship, you
Right.
know.
Well,
sure.
when I went to the Rotary Club a couple months back, I saw many people that I knew from the Chamber and
Yeah,
from local businesses,
we
and I
were
thought,
there.
"Wow, how cool is this?" It's a very supportive environment where one hand washes the other, so to speak. It's like we're all working together to make this a great place to live and do business. So,
Exactly. No, I suggest anybody in business should belong to both of them here for sure.
Agree.
I'll have to look into the Rotary Club a little more now.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's, we don't focus on the businesses so much as the Chamber's job, but it's a natural thing. I'll tell you that one of the amazing things about coming to meetings at Rotary is the people you meet there and get to know are all very interesting, very knowledgeable people that you can sit down at a table for lunch and have this immense amount of knowledge that you can draw from and talk to people. It's just amazing. Whoops.
careful.
Okay, I hitting the
Here,
vent. I'm
yeah.
getting so excited. I got to
I
pound the
know.
table.
I think one of my favorite people is Sita. Sita's been in the community. She's just a spitball fire lady. She's one of my favorite people I've met at Rotary, and I just love her to death. She's
Yeah.
so cute.
But there's just a lot of knowledge there. And it's
Right.
just, every time I go there, not only the programs that can be very good and very knowledgeable, but just the people that you get to know at Rotary that belong there.
And what you guys do, fundraising, I think you guys did wheelchairs or something you guys donated. There was something really big.
Yeah, well, we've done all kinds of projects locally, but we also do international projects. We actually did the largest international project in this area. It was we did an oxygen generation plant.
Oh, wow.
And
Where was that?
I think that was Ethiopia. I
Wow.
think was where that was
They
at.
do
And
some
if
really cool
if I got
stuff.
that wrong, I apologize because I'm drawing a blank. But I believe that was there. And the kids and people that were dying just for them not having basic oxygen. Opsy is a nurse that's a part of our club, and she is from there and brought the project to us. And we spent years getting donations and money from other Rotary clubs as well as
So that's
locally.
another thing that differentiates them from the
Right.
Chamber.
Yes, so we're connected internationally as
Yeah,
well as
it's really cool
locally with
stuff.
projects. And
That's got to
stuff.
be such a great feeling to be able to make a difference
It's
on that
really
level.
cool.
It does.
Yeah,
Yeah, to be
really.
a part of a larger group of people like that is
Wow,
pretty amazing.
that's cool.
I mean, their main project for the last 30-something years was just eliminating polio across the
That's
Yeah, I
cool.
remember that too.
And we're
That was
this
big.
close, as the ad usually says. We're this close. We've almost eliminated it, and with like Bill Gates' help and some other things. But with COVID and some other wars going on and stuff, it's just getting that last little hurdle is a challenge.
Who's the president of the Rotary now?
That's Misty Short.
Oh,
Misty is
Wiggle Rubs.
currently.
Yeah, Wiggle Rubs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
She just stepped in.
I was
she
going to say, wait,
started.
I thought it was. I was trying to give him a plug, but I guess he's not. Willits.
Dan Willits.
Dan
Yes,
Willits.
Dan Willits is now the outgoing president, and of
Okay.
course that outgoing president is expected and supports the
Oh, of course.
new president quite a bit, as you know. That
Yeah, Dan's awesome.
Right.
But Misty's amazing too. That's
Right.
great. You guys are in great hands.
Yes, definitely.
And-
We've had a great
Love
year with
that.
Dan, and we're going to have a good one with Misty too.
What if someone wants to explore becoming part of the Rotary Club? Do they look on the website? Do they call somebody? What's the best way for someone to explore that option?
They could do both of those. They could go on the website, but I would suggest coming to lunch. We have our lunch is
today,
on.
Tuesday.
Yeah, in fact,
Yeah.
I'm going to leave here. I'm going to go to lunch. It's Tuesdays at Redwood Canyon. Usually,
Mhm.
we've found that we like a lot of people can't make those meetings. It's sometimes a challenge. So about once a month, we try to do mixers in the evening so that we have so some of the people that can't make it to lunch can come to those. And we're trying to just make those fun, not a
How do people
program.
find out when the mixers are happening? Where can they go?
That
for
should be on our website as well.
What's the website?
Castro Valley Rotary.
We can post it when we post this.
Yeah.
Too. We'll make sure we get
Please
that.
do, yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
It's funny. It's like your phone numbers. I could start typing it on the computer and it just shows up.
No,
I
when
don't
we first
remember
started
what it
doing
is.
this, I couldn't remember the chamber website. It was
Right.
like somebody, what is it again? And
Yeah.
it's so easy, but
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
just
with
on
phone
the
numbers
spot.
are the same way. You don't even think you don't know anybody's phone number. You just type in the name.
That's right.
Anyway, I would suggest coming to a lunch meeting and just see what we're about, and we'll give you your first free lunch to come in and see us and see what we're doing, and hopefully it'll be a good program when you come in and you want to come back.
Tell them Randy sent you.
Oh, there you go.
That's right. Tell them Randy sent you. Exactly.
Excellent. Well, just to recap, we got the Fall Festival coming up.
September 6th
September
and
6th and 7th.
7th. Be
And-
there. Be square.
Yep. And I'm sure the Rotary will be there.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Taste of Castro Valley will be
That's right.
August 13th,
That's
That's
coming up
next
even
year.
before
Very
the Fall
soon.
Festival.
and
So,
you'll leave the QR code for that.
yep,
hopefully.
we'll put that on the site and on social media and all that stuff, so we can make
Perfect.
sure people get the info. I'll definitely be joining that. Got to go.
It's so much fun.
Yeah,
You
I'm
have
looking
to
forward
be
to
there.
it. And so, you're just strolling down the boulevard and like
You just, I think this time they're getting a badge. So before you used to get a coupon book and you would just go and tear out the book everywhere you went. But this time, if you have the badge, you're in. So they know you get, I don't know if
Yeah,
they scan
it'll
it
be
or they punch it.
scanned. We have a whole thing we've developed so that
That's
we'll
cool.
know who is where and when, because there's a little game that goes on too, as far
Oh,
as
yeah,
how many
checking
people
off,
go
yep.
to all the restaurants or fill out some kind of a game.
We always make the mistake of like trying to drink a beer as we're going, and then it's like we're trying to catch up, and then we don't get to every place, and it's like, no,
Right.
don't close yet. But some of them stay open a little bit longer just because they're excited to get the crowd
sure.
into their restaurant. So
and,
it's
and
just
don't
a
wait
lot
to
of
the end to
fun.
go get your ice cream or your
Yeah.
a dessert or your cream puff.
Yeah, it almost sounds like a scavenger hunt, of edible
Kind
scavenger
of is.
hunt.
I mean, it's so much fun. It's a blast.
Cool.
It's a blast.
August 13th. Is that a Friday?
It's
No,
a Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Oh,
Next
Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, next Wednesday. That's coming up
Yeah.
quickly here. So
Yeah.
excellent. Well, I look forward to that.
Me too.
Yes, me
Well,
too. Thank you for having
Hey,
us.
no problem. Thank you so much coming back
Thanks
in,
for
Janella.
being here too,
Randy,
Randy.
appreciate
You're
it.
welcome.
Yeah,
Appreciate
thank
being
you.
here. Thanks for inviting me.
My pleasure. We'll see you
I
again.
can't wait to
next
see
month.
more about this history museum.
Me too.
That's going to be, I love history. I still watch Bonanza and
Definitely.
Leave It to Beaver. I'm such a nerd. I love that stuff.
Before we finish, I want to mention, and maybe you had something to do with this, is several years ago, there was an event at the Performing Arts Center where they had film of when the freeway opened. There was a whole bunch of other stuff that had
Ooh.
That was me.
slideshow and stuff. That was so
What?
cool.
So we did a museum inside, the
Yep.
art exhibition room, and
Right.
then I did an hour and a half movie inside the theater.
Was that you narrating it? Like,
Mhm.
oh, that's right. Okay,
How do
wow.
I see this? I want to see this.
So I haven't done it since then. It was an hour and a half. We sold out the place. I mean, sold out. There was no tickets. It was free, but there was people standing in the sitting in the stairways. The fire marshal would have showed up. We might have had an issue.
I remember I dragged my kids to that, and they didn't want to go at first, and then they were there, and they were like, "Dad, that was the coolest thing. I can't believe it." And they were just little kids then too. So just to see the farmland and all the development that's happened, and the video footage of the freeway opening
holding
up.
down on me, Randy.
So we did a 15-minute video on a loop of some of the best stuff of that hour and a half presentation, and that's going to be on our Castro Valley History Museum website.
Okay.
It was on my own website. In fact, you can go to YouTube and actually look it up. Just type my name in, and you'll find it. It's a 15-minute loop, but that was an hour and a half presentation, and I actually have several hours of footage, but you can't do a presentation with several hours.
Right.
A little backstory on that, I'll just tell you real quick, is that my friend Ken Carboni told me that his friend, and I forget his name, worked at the Chabot Theater, and that there are these movies that they had. The owner of the Chabot Theater had done these historic things, right? Film, and that was my neighbor across the street, had all those. And so I went and knocked on his door, said, "Hey, can I get those films from you?" He said, "Oh, yeah, they're up in my attic. Someday I'll come down." And it was Jerry Toller is his name. And his dad owned the theater, and then he was one of the owners. And so this happened over several years. I'll get it. And then one day he shows up at my office on Castro Valley. He brings his box. He says, "Here's all the films," right? And there were several films, and here's the thing: his dad recorded them on like 35 millimeter film. It wasn't like your 8 millimeter or your 60. It was the movie professional stuff.
Right.
Oh, wow.
And his dad made it a point to record history in Castro Valley, things that open, parades. I mean, he was doing everything was going on in Castro. He was recording, but I couldn't see it. I didn't know what was on there. I had no way to play it. And so I took it to DeNevis, and they said, "This is too big for us. We can't digitize it. We have to send it to Texas." And it's like $2,000 or something, right?
Oh my God.
So I had to, on a leap of faith, pay for it to be digitized and send it out, and got a recording of it and stuff. And it was just amazing.
That's so cool.
So that's how I got started.
in.
I got started in collecting that, and that was an amazing start to collecting that. But then Ken said, "I have this film. I've never seen it. It's from the fire department. It says 1 of 2. It was Castro Valley Fire Department. And it was made in like 1939, 1940 or something.
Exciting stuff.
And it was on 16 millimeter. It was in color. It was amazing too. So I had that, and then we digitized that, and then word of mouth, other people and friends gave me other films. So now I had this whole big collection, and I went through it and edited out, and did everything I could to make an hour and a half presentation out of it. But it is my hope to put all of it raw footage. People might recognize things I don't even know, as part of it, that people will be able to go on and look at it. So we will put that on our website, on the Castro Valley History Museum website.
I remember specifically footage of the theater, like all the teenagers in the 50s and stuff lining up to get outside, and they actually show inside the theater. And I remember the parades. It must have been the fire department's stuff, I guess.
It was. The fire department stuff was very cool, and I hope to actually put that footage in the new Castro Valley Fire Station. But a couple things. Before I did the one you saw at the Center for the Arts, I did one at the library, and people were mad. The reason why we did it at the Center for the Arts because too many people said I didn't get into the library. It was too small. It was packed. I couldn't get in, and so. But I did it at the library first, and it was funny. We're doing the film. And there's a film at Eden Hospital. There's a nurse inside with some kid on the thing. And the nurse she just, "That's me. I can't believe it. That's me." She said, "I can't believe you have the footage of me in there doing this thing."
Well, can we play it at the Chabot Theater?
Yeah.
That would be fun.
Yeah.
Oh, man. That would be a great way to raise money for the museum to actually.
We're going to be doing something like that.
Yeah.
We're going to. We've been talking about doing another presentation and maybe charging a nominal fee just to try to make some money for the.
That'd be great.
Organization.
Yeah, I would definitely be in. I'd love that old footage.
Sell tickets, you name it.
It's cool to be able to see the businesses that were where the Safeway used to be, and now they're or I had Mel actually came in. We were talking about him doing the rodeo parade. He came in to help us promote that event, and he was talking about when I moved here, there was one stoplight in the whole town, and there was a stop sign in the middle of Redwood and the Boulevard, and that was it. There was like, now you think of this bustling intersection with all kinds of traffic.
That's
It's like
crazy.
the way that this town has grown over the years, and to be able to see the progression, or from, used to be this business, and,
Yep.
all the different places that have come and
Well,
gone.
well, that's the neat thing that Jerry Toller Sr. did, is he went up and down in a vehicle and shot all the businesses up and down the boulevard before and after all the sidewalks went in. It was kind of
Do you have any
intentional.
footage of when it flooded down over by Al's Marketplace? Because I know I sold a house there, and someone actually had a picture of the mailman in a canoe.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
And
I don't have any video footage of that.
Oh, that
Other than
would've
I
been
have
cool.
during that same flood time, there was some video of the creeks and the flooding that was going on in the
Wow.
creeks and stuff. And actually, there's a
Unbelievable.
house on Proctor Road that was slid down the hill
Oh man.
because of the slide. And my grandparents, who lived on Proctor Road, went there to try to help see what they could do. But
Oh, man.
it was, back in those days, they built on stuff before there were soils reports, and,
Yep,
and
yep.
and the ground just gave way, and the house.
I hear that's
slid.
why that Starbucks is raised up
Yep.
because
Yeah.
of the flooding. That's the
That
story
whole
I've heard.
complex right there. I
Yep.
remember when they first built that, and I thought, why is this
Why are they
4 feet
raising
off
it
the
up?
ground? And somebody said there was a huge flood here one time, and they're just being careful.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
hmm.
Crazy. So much history. Can't
Yeah.
wait to learn more
Yeah.
about it.
So just to recap, you think the website's going to be up in a couple weeks or a month or so, or?
I would give it a couple weeks to a month, yeah.
Okay.
And it'll be something we basically have a rough, not a rough draft, but it's good enough to get on right now, and we'll be adding to it as we go.
For
Some of our
sure.
local historians will be working with us on adding footage and copy and all that stuff. So it'll be
Wow.
kind of raw to start with, but we'll have a lot of great stuff in the next year or two.
I
Cool.
can't
And I
wait.
suppose there'll be a sort of a contact information for if people have their own footage they want to, contribute to this.
You know what? That's we will be doing that as well, but that's something you have to prepare for. You have to have the right kind of contracts written, and we're
Oh, yeah.
working on getting the right paperwork together so that we can take
Makes sense.
donations. But not only
Right.
that, you have to have a place to store it.
Mm.
So you have to be careful. A lot of
Absolutely.
people want to dump a lot of stuff on you, and it's like,
Right.
we're just not quite ready yet. So we'll
Clean
see.
out their garage and give you all their old stuff.
Yeah, having a place to store it and having a legal trail of it and all that stuff's
Right.
critical.
Well, what a great effort that you've been doing for all these years, and just to be able to
Totally.
appreciate all that stuff. And I appreciate the fact that you're even doing that, and that we're going to have more stuff to bring our town together, and even show the young ones that are coming along, and show them the history of this beautiful town.
Yeah,
Do a quick
that's the
little
idea.
plug for your Daughtries. Don't you have something up at the marketplace, a little display?
Yep, Lucille gave the Daughtries, the marketplace,
Yeah.
the Daughtries history, and they took it and they did a nice display with it upstairs.
Yeah.
So,
So go check it out, guys.
yeah, that's
I
just
saw
an
that.
example of what we,
Yeah.
what we'll be doing in the future when we have a
That's
museum.
something you can go to and see right away. It's
Yeah.
up there now at the
I
marketplace.
saw the
upstairs.
word Daughtries in like square
Yeah,
letters.
up on
It
the
was-
upstairs,
Yeah, yeah.
and there's a lot of news articles and
I saw
some
you when you were
history
putting
up
it up
there.
there. Thought, oh,
Yeah,
that is so
I showed up
cool.
to see it, and the guy was struggling putting it up. I said, let me give you a hand real quick. And it's a good thing I was there
Nice.
because it was a
Totally.
two-person job.
Wow.
Totally.
So that's something people can go check out right now.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep, in the
Cool.
For sure.
marketplace, right down in
Yep.
Castro Valley Boulevard.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much again for coming in, Randy, and Janella, of course.
Thank
Great having
you.
you. And
Thanks for having us. I
what
can't
a-
believe it's been a year.
Yeah.
Woo, so much fun.
Excellent. Well,
This was good stuff.
yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you for
I'm
having me.
excited.
You're welcome. All right.
All right.
Bye-bye.
We'll see you guys
Have
around.
a good day. All righty. Bye-bye.
Wow, always great to have Janella in the studio with us to talk about the Castro Valley Eden Area Chamber and what they've got going on to help bring our business community together. And what a fascinating guy Randy is. I mean, that was some pretty cool stuff. I know I learned several things about Castro Valley history in that discussion. And it's really exciting to see the developments of the museum that Randy's helping get started. And hopefully they'll find a location in the near future, and we will be able to archive all that cool stuff that he's talking about. So anyhow, this has been the Castro Valley Compass for this week. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you next time right here on the Castro Valley Compass. I'm Shane Sharkey. Bye-bye.
Thank you for joining us this week on the Castro Valley Compass, navigating your week through Castro Valley. Do you have an idea for the show, or would you like to get involved? We'd love to hear from you. You can send us an email at info@castrovalleycompass.com. That's info@castrovalleycompass.com. See you next time on the Castro Valley Compass, brought to you by the Castro Valley School of Music.